Hi, I'm Kristen Keller, Director of Athletic Communications here at Trinity, and we have another edition of Coach's Corner, this time with head coach Amanda Fazzari from the softball team. Coach Fazzari, can you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up at Trinity?
Sure. I'm going into my third year at Trinity as the head softball coach, and I'm extremely grateful for the time that I've had thus far in the Trinity community. I'm from the Chicagoland area, so I'm really excited that I got to be back where I grew up with my family. And again, like I said, really eager and excited to build this program to greater success.
All right, thanks, Coach. And we brought her on today to talk to you all about how to eat healthy on a budget. We all know that college students are always on a tight budget, and sometimes the calf food might not be the greatest. So, Coach Fazzari, we all hear about this healthy eating and how important it is to being a successful athlete. How does healthy eating differ from normal eating?
I think at some point we all want to eat healthy, right? You want to fuel your body in the best way possible. Now, when I hear healthy eating, I think greens, low carbs, small amounts of foods, no fun, and no sweets. But actually, healthy eating is actually normal eating, but obviously eating certain foods in variation. So normal eating is going to the table hungry and leaving feeling satisfied that you got enough in your stomach. It's also being able to choose foods that you enjoy and having enough of them. It's having options and having a personal thought into your food selection instead of just feeling weary or restricted on what you can and cannot eat. So those guilty pleasure foods you can indeed have. It's all just about having them in variation and having a balance. So eating certain foods, whether they are healthy or unhealthy in variation, is going to help you have a normal eating diet, which is in fact healthy in terms of what you're eating specifically and when, in order to fuel your body to best live your life and be a successful athlete.
All right, Coach. And we have tons of different sports here at Trinity. We have 14 different ones. Should every single one of those athletes eat the same type of food? And should they eat before or after their activities? Or kind of what's the protocol on all of that?
So I would say first, and I wish we can do this, but you can't over-exercise a bad diet. So you can't just eat whatever you want and then go work out and feel like you've burned that off. There's a balance in both what you are fueling your body with and then what you're burning off and whatever type of activity you're going through. So every athlete and every sport has different demands, whether that is a high intense endurance sport or something less demanding. So obviously every athlete has different demands and different expectations, and they have to fuel their body in different ways. So every athlete, like I said, is built differently based on what their expectations are for their sport. So therefore they have to fuel and give their bodies proper energy to then be successful. So for example, a basketball athlete, that season is super long and super intense. So nutrition is very, very key for that long-term success. Now, a cross-country athlete is definitely someone that burns a lot more calories during race season. So in order to have enough energy, you need to fuel your body with high and proper intake in order to be an integral part of your program. And then let's say a sport like golf, which is less active. You don't need to fuel your body in the ways that you would a cross-country athlete. But someone like golf, someone that's participating in golf is out in the sun and on a long, long course for a long day. So having proper nutrition and having snacks in your bag is also very important.
Okay, awesome. And then one of the biggest topics I feel like that's come up in recent years in athletics is using protein and supplements to kind of help with the process of gaining muscle and being healthy. Is it really important to have that extra protein and supplements while you're working out, or do you feel like it isn't as necessary?
I would say it's beneficial. So taking protein shakes or taking some type of proper and legal supplements is definitely beneficial, but by no means is it necessary. You can't become successful with just supplements. Like I said, you need to fuel your body with natural energy, which is coming from food. So I like to think of this analogy, if you think of an iceberg, so the top of the iceberg that's above the water are things that you and I see. and things that you might be more conscious of putting in your body. And that would be supplements and whey protein and things like that, which again is great. But what we don't see, and what is just as beneficial to keep the iceberg and you yourself sustainable and structured and healthy, is everything below the water. And that is your micro and macro nutrition, your vitamins, your minerals, carbs, protein, fat, hydration, sleep, energy. So you need those things much more than you need anything above the water, but they both can help and both work together in order to make your body more healthy, and then you can execute and play your sport a lot better and be more successful.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Coach. And is there anything else you want to add kind of about healthy nutrition and how to do that as a college athlete?
Yeah, you had mentioned that it's probably hard and more challenging for a college athlete to eat healthy because a lot of people just thinking healthy, or in our case, normal, is more expensive. And which, although that may be true, there's a lot of ways that you can eat proper under a budget. So there are options in our dining center that you can eat well at. And I know our dining services is very conscious of providing options. So don't feel like you can't have those options and have those opportunities to do so. And then if you do go grocery shopping on your own, any types of fruits and vegetables that you can get is good. I would say and recommend that when you go grocery shopping to stay outside, the aisles that are on the outside, so the protein and the dairy and the meats are a lot better than going inside the aisles.
Okay, awesome. Coach Fazzari, thank you so much. And we'll be back with another episode of Coach's Corner in the next few weeks. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Kristen.